Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15. Guys, breaking news. The United Kingdom was just banning not only crypto and Bitcoin derivatives right now today, just 2 or 3 hours ago. No, they also are banning ETNs, the little brother of ETFs. We will be talking about that, what it means for the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term, in the mid run, and obviously we will be also pulling up the charts and talk about the Bitcoin price here right now on the 4-hourly, because we are bouncing between support and resistance, and the breakout is getting very, very close right now. We will be talking about the direction, we will be talking about the magnitude, and about our very specific price targets right now in the immediate short term. Also, I will be showing you exactly, believe it or not, how every single experienced trader watching right now can get $390 completely for free with our link in the pinned comment. I will show you all of that. You do not want to be missing out on that, so make sure you take a seat, you sit down, you scroll down, and you also smash up the like button for that video too. You know what, guys? Let's try to get 3, 4, 5,000 likes. No matter how much we get, I truly love you guys. You are really supportive. Thank you so much for that. Also, press subscribe, press the bell, and press on all to make sure that YouTube gives you this push notification when we are making these very important videos. And with that being said, I want to come to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15, how are you doing today, my man?
In the pipe, 5 by 5. It's a good day to be alive, man, because Bitcoin, even though it might be going down, which we're going to talk about that, it's still, in the long run, going a lot higher. So, how are you doing there back in Germany?
I'm doing very well. I mean, I'm not looking to the Bitcoin price too much. It's very boring right now anyway, but I'm doing well. I will travel to Poland most probably by tomorrow, but there will be videos, as always, daily videos for our crypto family. Thank you so much for asking, DaVinci. Maybe we are going straight into the Bitcoin chart, talk about the price in the immediate short term, about this surprising direction you are predicting for Bitcoin right now, maybe with a price target, and for sure with a price target actually. And then we are going into these breaking news, and I'm not actually, guys, I kid you not, these are breaking news. No other YouTube channel so far talked about it. It is breaking since 2 hours here, so make sure you wait for this. I think this is by far the most important thing here for this episode. So DaVinci, the stage is yours.
All right, excellent. Let's just bring up the weekly chart first, and as we zoom in here, right, you can see not a lot going on. I mean, every at least last 3 weeks, right, have been like, you know, there has been a little bit of panic scares and stuff like that, but overall, the price action has been pretty muted, right? About 3 to 4% movements in either direction, and overall, we haven't decided which direction that Bitcoin wants to go. So we have to go down to the lower time frame to figure that out. Looking on the daily, right? We don't have any trend lines here, but you can clearly see them. If we draw some trend lines, maybe on the bodies of the candles, actually, if we do that.
I think the wicks are better.
Let's go with the wicks.
Yeah.
Let's go with the wicks. And let's go with the longest wick. And you can see a little bit of, you know, we've got a little bit of a pennant pattern kind of showing up here if we go with the wicks. Right, and or we can probably just go with this wick right here, and there you go. And this kind of pennant pattern, it looks like it wants to break to one side or the other, and I really think that this thing's going to break to the bottom side. Now, if we go down to the 4-hour, we should see a little bit more evidence of that, and you can see. I was hoping to see Bitcoin come up to 11,100 area, right? So that we can create a larger, like, you know, a wedge pattern where, right, basically a rising wedge that would take a while, and it'd be a very boring, choppy market for quite some time. But since it didn't do that, if we test this trend line here and we break this trend line, you can see Bitcoin head all the way down to the 96 level. It could get even worse. It can get as low as if it does it this week, it can get as low as $9,000, anywhere between $9,000 and $9,180.
Wow.
That's where we could end up really fast in one day. And you know what? It might not last. It might be just down and back up the same day. Who knows? But I'm getting that feeling with this thing. If this thing breaks here, that's it. We're heading down. And then we would have to take a look. Now, the break, right, would probably not be high volume at first. And then if we stay on the other side of this trend line for a little while, and then we break down past the 10,000, that's when you'd say, okay, forget it. We're gone, right?
Yeah.
We're heading down, right? Maybe you could do a breakout trade if you wanted to.
I wanted to add something because you mentioned a very legit reason for your assumption here before I pressed recording. And this is specifically here how many times we actually touched support/resistance. And if you look here on the downside, we touched it here on the 4-hourly, like 3-4 times in the beginning of September, another time on the 25th of September. Then in the beginning of October, we touched it again. And right now we are on track to touch it for the 6th or 7th time. And obviously, the more often we are touching support, the more likely it is to break. So I think this is a very, very legit assumption here for us to break to the downside. Everyone who watched my last video, I was more tilting towards the upside. I'm still tilting towards more towards the upside. So it really remains to see here whether I'm right or wrong. But please know this, guys, I am still tilting towards the upside. But once Bitcoin actually breaks this level, this previous low, once we are closing below this level, I will change my mind. And I mentioned in the last video also my bearish price target. This is what traders are doing. But once things change, you need a threshold. And once we are going below an invalidation point, I am changing my mind and I can still make profits when it's going against me. This is very important to mention, guys. Would you agree to that maybe, Da Vinci, that we have to break the previous low to say, well, now we are going lower?
Yeah, good point. I forgot to mention that you know, we tested this thing like almost 7 times here, as you can count here. I feel that if we test it again, it's probably going to get broken. Probably, most likely get broken. Now, it would have helped if we were up here and then tried to test it again. That would have been way better, right? Because it would have been harder for the market to penetrate from a higher valuation to penetrate this line. But now, from a lower valuation, it's very easy to break it. So now, with that said, I really agree that this level here, if we break the through 10,300, this is bad news, very bad news.
Right now, I'm still a little bit on the more bullish side, tilting towards the bullish side, but I will immediately join your camp once we are breaking below the 10,350-ish level. I really don't hope we are doing that, especially considering how long Bitcoin actually took to build up this triangle, how low the volatility is, and how far we matured within that specific pattern. So if once Bitcoin chooses the direction, Da Vinci, we talked about it with the Bollinger Bands, the move will be massive and very explosive. And I would actually love to see this move to go towards the upside. Maybe everyone can leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think, in which direction we are going to? Especially when you are a breakout trader, you shouldn't really care, since your long-term holding is in your long-term holding, and your trading, if you are trading the breakout, you can make profits either way. But please make sure that you are educated on breakout trading, because it can wipe you out just like that. Also, guys, I have amazing news for everyone who is trading Bitcoin and crypto, because I was just having many calls throughout the last few weeks and months with Bybit and negotiating the highest bonus for you. We finally got it approved. I didn't believe it myself. They are giving away $390 for every single Bitcoin trader who is signed up with our link. If you scroll down to the pinned comment on the very top of the comment section, you will find here in the very first line here this link. And if you click this link, you put in your email address and your password. And after doing that, you get your account instantly. And with this code here and this deposit schedule, you can get $390 completely for free instantly here to your account. You can trade with the free bonus, and you can withdraw the profits from this free trade as well. And you know what the best thing is about that? if you are already signed up with our link, you can still do that. The most important thing is that you used our link, whether it's now, whether it's today, tomorrow, or a year back. Doesn't matter. You have to use our link, and with this code and with this deposit schedule, you get these bonuses completely for free here, exclusively for our amazing MMCrypto family. So yeah, make sure you take advantage of that only if you're an experienced trader. This bonus is basically only meant for experienced trader, but if you are, everyone is eligible for that. Da Vinci, we wanted to talk about something else, which is extremely interesting. People are going crazy below the tweet I actually posted on Twitter, and they are like, I didn't get so many comments for ages, like on a tweet within a few minutes, and it is about the UK not only banning Bitcoin and crypto derivatives, Da Vinci, it's also about the UK banning ETNs, which you could say is the small brother of an ETF. So, Da Vinci, what are your thoughts on this? The FCA, for everyone, it's the financial regulator of the United Kingdom, and United Kingdom is a very important economy. Many people are copying their regulations. So, Da Vinci, what do you think about this specific news, especially in regards to crypto and the Bitcoin price?
Well, I'm actually kind of shocked that they would do this. So derivative is basically not purchasing the actual asset itself. You are purchasing exposure to the asset. So when you're talking about derivatives, it could mean an ETN where actually a company owns the asset, but you don't have access to it, and that you participate indirectly through that means, or basically they create a synthetic asset that you can purchase that doesn't actually mean that you own you own that asset. It just means you get exposure to that price. And effectively what that does is takes money away from the actual assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so forth, because it allows people to gamble against the price without affecting the price. So they can gamble large sums of money, knowing full well that they will not affect the price in such a way that the price gets to move higher because they dumped like millions.
I completely agree with you here. Can we go to the face mod? I'm sure that people want to see you. So I really agree. It's a very, very legit point with the derivatives, because everyone who cannot trade Bitcoin in a futures contract anymore, obviously, if he wants to go long on Bitcoin, he has to buy this asset on the spot exchange, which is much more supportive to the price than a derivative exchange, which is derived from the spot markets, right?
What tends to happen is that the ETN can actually go higher in valuation than the amount of Bitcoins that they actually have, or the amount of crypto assets they have, because it's not an ETF, basically. Yeah. So it's just connected to, hey, you know what? If you're buying this asset, you're also buying this company that holds it, and they don't have to buy the same rules as an ETF.
Yeah. So you would even say that if anything, this news would be considered bullish, even though the market is maybe not understanding it as bullish. You would say the price impact on this specific news could be bullish in the mid and long run. Is that correct?
Yes, and I think that they're gonna roll back on this very quickly once somebody explains to them that this is actually very bullish to the cryptocurrencies. And so yeah. Because it makes it harder, because it's like you have a whole fire hose of money that wants to come in here, and if it tries to go in with that fire hose, it's just going to explode the price. So if they can do that, that fire hose of money can go into a derivative without touching the price.
Well, we have probably like 10% watching from the UK, or 8%. If we have 30,000 views and we have like 2,400 people watching from the UK, maybe some of you guys know someone who knows someone in the UK regulations, and you can send them a timestamp link here of this video and educate them on the real impact they are doing on the Bitcoin price with this. Let me know, guys, down below what you think about that news. People are going crazy below this tweet, but maybe with this new insights, you are interpreting it a little bit differently here. I don't think, like, I wouldn't care all too much if derivatives would be banned. I really love trading them, but for the long term for Bitcoin, they are not that important. We have to understand that things like ETFs or so in the very long run might be more important, even though, Da Vinci, you are predicting, and it's a very reasonable scenario that an ETF will be probably approved at the all-time high, where the big money is selling onto the retail. There was another chart I wanted to show the people, and this is a chart where I want to remind the people that we are actually still extremely bullish, because today is the 6th of October, and looking back the last 10 years, and we are taking every single price on every single 6th of October 2020, Bitcoin has never been as high as today, not even in the 2017 bull market. Look at this specific chart here. You see in 2019 on the 6th of October, we were below 8,000. In 2018, we were at 6,500, and even in 2017, 4,400. So on every year consecutively here, we are printing a higher high for Bitcoin on the 6th of October. You could take many other dates where this would be the exact same thing. So don't forget, if you go to TradingView on the yearly candles for Bitcoin, you will see the same. Bitcoin is a long-term rising asset. We are in a 10 or 11 years bull market with small corrections here on the monthly. So don't forget that, guys. And Da Vinci, I wanted to ask you also, do you agree on that viewpoint here? And are you bullish on Bitcoin? Maybe this answer shouldn't be all too exciting, but I really want to remind the people.
Yeah, I foresee next to the 6th of October will be a lot higher than we are today. Maybe in the $40,000 range.
Duh, of course. I mean, if you just look historically, with one exception, like in 2014 or so, every October was higher. So of course it's a high likelihood, especially considering what happened the last few years, that the next October will be higher. So guys, you want to make sure that you are exposed to Bitcoin once this big moonshot comes. You want to make sure that you're not standing on the sidelines and not listening to the Peter Schiffs in the world, because I'm pretty sure you guys know where we are going here in the immediate short term, not at least in the mid run. Make sure you smash up the like button if you are agreeing to that. And if you're also bullish on Bitcoin, you have to press this red button here, the subscribe button, and make it gray. Press the bell and press on all, because then you can get all our updates in absolute real time pushed towards you. Da Vinci, also I wanted to ask you, are there any updates, something you would like to share on Pandora's wallet?
Yeah, actually, I want to share basically not Pandora's wallet, but actually my token, right? This token gives you access to my live streams. Oops, I didn't switch to the screens here. Hang on a second.
No problem.
Here we go. This token right here. The link will be in the description, right? Where you can buy this token on Uniswap. And when you have this token, right, you can actually watch this video, also the link in the description below, so that give you access to my my Telegram group. And in the Telegram group, we are providing you access to my live streams, and so you could have direct questions and answers. Because it's a small group of people, it makes it a lot more intimate and cozy. And so, yeah, it's you'll most likely get your question answered in the video. So if you're interested in that. All right, well, Thank you.
No problem, everyone. Remember, the links are down below. All links are down below. Da Vinci's Telegram group. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for smashing up the like button. Also, thank you so much for supporting Da Vinci here with the token, with his live streams. I'm watching them, and I have to say they are amazing. So Da Vinci, thanks for coming to our channel here today, and I hope to see you very soon again, maybe at the next emergency episode or at the next regular one. Thank you very much for that. Do you have to share anything? I was just making a joke because people are complaining that we have too many emergency episodes, but Bitcoin is exciting. Obviously, there are many emergencies. Da Vinci, do you have anything left to share before we are wrapping up today's episode?
Yeah, always play from a position of strength and don't get wrecked. And we'll see you in the next emergency episode.
Don't get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, press the subscription boxes right here and right there, and also the Bybit tutorial, which is popping up right there. And as always, guys, bye-bye.